Okay, I'm back. Welcome to yoga. I do not know why I'm having such a trouble with my preferred device, so I apologize if you were tuned in there for a moment ago. But welcome to yoga through North Dodge. Thank you again for organizing this tonight. Go ahead and start getting settled if you haven't already. And I'll describe the flow of the next hour. First, if you'd like to find any props, you might want a strap, which could be more like a scarf, a non-stretchy scarf, some blocks. If you don't have a strap, so a scarf works, or perhaps even a stretchy TheraBand. Do I have some? Oh, hello, Shannon. And or of course a yoga strap that you may have. Please do find that. We will start with some simple stretches with those. Or a towel works as well. Look, I have everything right in front of me. I'm just flustered. Towel works as well. Other prop you might want is a block or two. And if you don't have that, maybe a little step stool. I found that this kind of, these common step stools help sometimes, especially maybe in a forward fold position where it might not feel so comfortable. And then maybe a pillow to sit on if you'd like. And so we will start with some nice slow movements coming into the space and into your breath. And then we'll move into some warm-up movements and maybe build some heat. And because this is a vinyasa flow class, so I like to build a little heat and a little strength, and then we'll wind back down, coming back down to the earth, and for a final relaxation. So go ahead and get settled, maybe in a comfortable seated position to start. Maybe cross leg, or maybe sitting back on your calves in a hero position. And just gently place those hands on the thighs or the knees. And just let go of your thoughts of the day. Start paying attention to your breath. And maybe close the eyes. Just take a moment. Allow yourself this very valuable moment. And lately I've been starting with a simple breath exercise. And follow along or not. If it's not comfortable for you, that is just fine. But we'll inhale for 4 counts and hold at the top of the breath for 4 counts. And then exhale slowly through pursed lips for a count of 8. And we'll only do about 3 or 4 rounds of this. So just allow yourself to try it, and allow the breath to start coming into your mind and being conscious of it. So first, let's let all the air out all the way. Press it out. And then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold at the top of the breath. 2, 3, 4, and then exhale through pursed lips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time at your pace. Go ahead and try it. Good. One more time. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Good. You can let that rhythm go, but just, again, come back into your breath. And by that we mean paying attention to it. And maybe noticing how it feels going in and out of the nose or the mouth and down into the lungs and expanding the lungs and the belly. And remember, you can come back to this breath at any time of any time of any day. And let's hold. Find your strap here. I'll just start warming up the shoulders with some. I think they call it shoulder flossing. So we'll hold the strap in front of you. You might want to start, outside quite a bit. And we're just going to lift it forward and up overhead, and then drop it behind us. So you might get a pretty deep chest expansion here, chest stretch. And then you bring it all the way down toward the hips and the back. And we come back up behind us, and then down in the front. And then we start and find wherever on your strap that is comfortable for you. It can be nice and wide. We're just warming up the shoulders to start. And then we'll start connecting the breath with the movement. So as we bring it up to the sky, we inhale. And then as it's coming down, we can exhale. A simple connection. Inhale up and exhale down. One more round. Inhale up and exhale it down. Minds in back. And we'll come back forward and all meet in the front. And let's just bring it all the way up to the sky and lean to one side. I'm going to my left to start. Starting to warm up, open up the ribs side of the body. And then come back up to the center and straight down the side. So the strap is straight up and down from the mat. And bring it forward. And exhale it down. We can put the strap aside. We'll roll forward onto hands and knees. All right, forward onto hands and knees. Find your tabletop position. Neutral spine. So kind of a flat back, neutral spine. Wrists are directly below the shoulders, and the hips are directly below the hips. Finding the neutral spine here, so not dipped down or pressed up yet, but we're going to come into some cat-cows. So we will start doing that with the spine. So we're going to inhale, drop that belly toward the earth. The gaze goes up and the hips kind of go up toward the sky as well. And then we exhale, rounding the spine up toward the sky, pressing the earth away with the hands and tucking the hips and dropping the head. Really make some space between the shoulder blades here. And then on an inhale to cow, dropping the belly, gaze goes up, hips go up. And exhale, cat, like a scaredy cat, sending that the spine behind the lungs or the upper back up to the sky, rounding it up. we'll just continue at your pace with your breath. So you inhale to cow and exhale cat. Maybe diving in here, dipping down, moving the arms, warming up the biceps and the triceps. Again, inhaling to cow and exhaling cat. One more round, and then we'll find ourselves in the neutral spine again. And here we'll lift the hips up to down dog. We make the inverted V shape with the body for in down dog. So our hips are up to the sky. And we're trying to make a long line all the way down to the fingertips. So we try to drop the head between the arms, between the biceps. Spread the fingertips and try to send the weight toward the fingertips in the top part of the palm, the top part of the palm where the palm meets the fingers. Trying to release a lot of weight from the wrists. And then our feet are about hips width apart, and the heels, we're trying to release the backs of the legs and stretch the backs of the legs, the hamstrings and the calves, so that the heels can go down toward the earth, but they really may not quite yet, and the knees can be quite a bit bent. We want to pay attention to our form here in down dog. Take some breaths here. And walk the feet up toward the hands. And we'll hang here in forward fold. So we're just hinging at the hips and draping the torso over the thighs. Legs are bent quite a bit here. And here you might want to find your step stool if you're not quite comfortable here. But the hands can also be draped down to the mat. And we're just trying to release the spine. So nod the head yes and no. Not wearing the proper shirt, going over my mouth. So just nod the head yes and no, nice and gentle. Trying to release the spine, release the neck. Then we'll find ourselves in a halfway lift. So we'll lift the spine halfway, or lift the head halfway. Spine is parallel to the mat. And here you might want your step stool or a block, or the hands can be rested on the shins or thighs or the mat. Just notice how this feels. I think it gives us a nice deep area to breathe. And then we're going to twist. So plant the right hand, turn the fingertips toward the left, and sweep the left arm up to the sky. We bend the right knee quite a bit here too. Get this twist. Gaze can go up toward the left hand if it's comfortable for your neck. And then bring that left arm down and switch sides. Plant the left hand, fingertips go toward the right, and we sweep the right arm up to the sky. Left leg can bend. Right leg can extend. And bring that arm down. And forward fold one more time here. Exhaling. And lift halfway again. And plant the hands and step back to down dog. Let's come down onto the knees. Just start a little warm up here. Come down to the knees. So start in a tabletop and walk the hands forward, about a hand's width or maybe two, maybe not quite. And we'll come forward into a plank on our knees. Find your strong core here. And then exhale, bending the elbows, tucking them into the ribs, and bring the chest all the way down to the mat. And then inhale, lift the chest, the chin and the chest, using the back muscles, not pressing in too much, but really using the back muscles, warming them up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, press back to child's pose. The hips come back toward the heels. We can keep the knees in a little bit this time. Sometimes we send them way out to the sides, but we'll keep them in. And then we'll inhale again to this plank with the lowered knees. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest, using the back muscles. And then exhale, press back. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, press back. Good. Widen those knees. Reach the hands forward and bring the forehead to the mat. Extended child's pose. Stretching the sides of the body, reaching the fingertips forward, sending the hips way back, resting on the heels and sinking in. Still get a nice deep breath. Send that belly down to toward the mat. Beautiful. And come up. And press up, down dog. Find your spot here. This is, you can always, during our practice, you can, usually you come back into a child's pose if we're in down dog and you'd prefer a little more of a rest. Walk, so lift the right leg up to the sky, keeping the right hip pointed down toward the mat still, not opening it up quite yet. And then bring that right foot forward between the hands. We're going to plant the back foot to, we're coming up into warrior one. So that back foot, heel comes down, so the foot is about 45-degree angle. Toes are pointed toward the left. The back foot is the left foot, and so those toes are pointed toward the top left corner of the mat. And then we come up. Bring the torso up, we're sinking into the front leg, and the arms come up overhead, biceps by those ears. And inhale, deep. And exhale, bring the hands down, step back, down dog. We'll switch sides, lift the left leg. Hold here, 3-leg dog. And bring that left foot forward between the hands. Drop the back heel, sweep up, warrior one. Sinking into this front leg, knee is directly above the ankle. Drop the shoulders down from the ears. We're stretching the hip flexor of the back leg, so that the front of the hip, and our hips are faced forward in warrior one. Oh, okay. Whew. Hands down, step back, down dog. One more breath here. And then walk the hands up toward the feet up toward the hands, halfway lift, and then fold forward, exhale. Inhale and roll up nice and slow. And exhale, open the hands out to the side. Tadasana, mountain pose. Find your steadiness and your base here. Rock back and forth, maybe on those feet. And bring the hands to heart center. So we're nice and balanced and connected. I'm going to come into some sun salutations to warm up. Basically a sun B with some extra warrior ones added in, just for a little extra warmth and heat building. Follow along if that doesn't make sense. So we're starting here in Samastitihi. We'll sink to chair. So the arms come forward and you sink down just like you're sitting in a chair. The weight is in the heels. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, fold forward. Let it all out. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, step back with the right foot. Drop the heel, sweep up warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step the left foot back to plank. Here we're in lifted plank. And then exhale, lower down. This time just halfway if you can. So the arms are bent about 90 degrees and the chest comes down about halfway down. And then we roll into upward facing dog. So the thighs are lifted off the mat. The shoulders are directly above the wrists. And we're rolled up toward the sky. And then roll over the feet to down dog. Bring the right foot forward between the hands. Drop the back foot. Sweep up warrior one. Inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down, pause, lift the back heel. Inhale, step that back foot forward, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep up to chair. And exhale, straighten the legs, stand tall, samastitihi. We'll do that on the other side. Sink into chair. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands, step back with the left foot. And then turn the heel down. Inhale, sweep up warrior one. And exhale, bring the hands down, pause. Inhale, step the right foot back to plank. You can always be on your knees here. And then exhale, lower down all the way, or the halfway chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, press back down dog. Bring the left foot forward, drop the back heel. Inhale, sweep up warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands down in front, pause, lift the back heel. Inhale, step that back foot forward, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up in front, sit back chair. And exhale, stand tall, samastitihi. Do that one more time each side. I'm warming up, I hope you guys are. I'm even in my basement, it's a little cooler tonight. So we sink into chair, inhaling. I'll try this on the side. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back with the right foot. Plant the heel. Sweep up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down in front. Inhale, step back with the left foot. Maybe keeping it lifted, using those glutes, warming the glutes up for floating. And then exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring the right foot forward, drop the back heel, sweep up, inhaling, warrior one. And exhale, hands down in front, pause, lift the back heel. Inhale, step the back foot forward, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up, chair. And exhale, stand tall. Other side, leading with the left. Sink down, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back left. Drop the heel. Inhale, sweep the arms up for warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Bring the right foot back. Maybe hold it high. And exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, sweep up to upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Bring the left foot forward between the hands. Drop the back foot, exhale. Inhaling, sweep up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, lift that back heel, pause. Inhale, step the back foot forward, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up chair. And exhale, straighten the legs, stand tall, Samastiti. Hopefully we've built a little bit of heat. I am a little warm. Sweep the arms out to the side and up overhead, inhaling. And exhale, dive forward, leading with the chest, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back with the left foot. Hang out here in low lunge. You can drop the back knee if you like, or keep it lifted. And we're just going to inhale here, and exhale, straighten the front leg and drop the head down toward the knee. Inhale, bend the leg, come forward, and exhale, straighten and round. One more time. Inhale forward, and exhale, straighten around. Inhale forward, and step back, down dog. And let's bring the left foot forward, right on the other side. Hopefully, maybe this is a little bit of a recovery if you're warm. Low lunge here. Again, back leg can be rested on the mat or lifted. And on an inhale, just bring the chest forward, kind of as in a cow pose. And exhale, straighten the front leg, bring the nose toward the knee, maybe a bit of a cat spine. Inhale forward, bending the front leg. Exhale, straighten and round. Inhale forward. Exhale, straighten and round. Inhale forward. And step back, down dog. And stay here or rest in a child's pose, or come on this little vinyasa with me. We can do this between poses to keep up some heat. So we inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale to down dog. We all meet in down dog. Sweep the right leg up to the sky. And this time lift the right hip toward the sky. So we're opening the hip. So the right hip is going to open toward the right. And bend the knee, bend the lifted knee, and drop that heel toward the hips. The shoulders are still facing forward. And then square the hips, bring the right foot forward between the hands. And drop the back heel. And we're coming into warrior two. So drop the back heel, kind of like in warrior one. And then bring the left hand, reach it forward, and just lift yourself up. Cartwheel the arms up, and find yourself in warrior two. Warrior two, the hips are faced to the side. So with our right foot forward, the hips are faced to the left. This front knee is directly over, trying to get, maybe not, is trying to be right over that front ankle. But we really want to try to keep it out toward the outside of the body, or toward the pinky toe side of that front foot. So we're not bringing it in toward the middle here. Nice and strong. Find your strong warrior two. Arms are front to back. We're going to reach forward with the front arm and bring that front arm, right arm up overhead, straight, bring it back, drape it over the head. Hand is coming back toward the back leg. Opening the side of the body, and then come forward, bring the right elbow toward the right knee, and the left hand comes up overhead for extended side angle. Maybe reaching that front arm down toward the mat, and then sweep Reverse again. And this time, we're straighten the front leg. We're coming into triangle pose. So we reach the front arm forward and rotate the whole upper body. So we're stacking the arms 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock, and the shoulders come along with. These hips are still in line with the legs. Trikonasana, three triangles. And then sweep up, bend the front leg, sweep up, warrior two. And then cartwheel the hands down to the front and step back to down dog. And if you'd like to come on the vinyasa, inhale forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale over those toes to down dog. Take a breath. We'll go on the other side. For the other dancing warrior on the other side, sweep the left arm, leg up to the sky. Open the hip so that left hip seeks the sky. Bend the knee, drop the heel toward the hips. Shoulders are square to the front. Keep those fingertips nice and spread. And then square off the hips. Bring the left foot forward between the hands. Drop the back heel. And we'll sweep that right arm forward and up and find yourself swept up to warrior one. Warrior one. Remember those hips are to the side. The front knee is going out to the outside of that foot. Hands are front to back. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Finding some strength, some heat. And then reach the left front arm forward. Sweep it up overhead. Reverse warrior. Don't forget to sink into this front leg. We're building some strength in that quad. The right arm, the back arm, can rest on the back leg or can wrap around for the hand to come to the crease where the leg connects with the torso. Sink in. Whew. And then come forward. Bring the left arm, front arm to the front knee. Sweep the right arm up overhead and bring that bicep by the ear for the long line all the way from the fingertips back down to the back heels. Remember, we're trying to keep sinking into this front leg, maybe even reaching the front arm down, the hand down on the inside of the front foot. Sweep back up, reverse, and then straighten the front leg, coming into Trikonasana. So come back into those arms, the warrior two arms, reach forward, and drop that left arm down toward the left ankle. And here, should have done this before, here's a good spot for your blocks. You can find a nice height for you today, but we do like to try to get this nice parallel-ish spine so we can really open it up. These hips are still tucked under the body, right in line with the legs, so they're not back here, they're right in here. Strong triangle. And sweep up warrior two. And cartwheel those hands down in front. Step back to down dog. Sweep the right leg up to the sky. Open the hip, bend the knee. Bring that right foot forward to lunge. And we're going to sweep up to high lunge. High lunge. So we bring the upper body up, so we're lifting the chest toward the sky, but we're still bent in the front leg, and the back heel is lifted. So our back heel is lifted. We're on the balls of the feet, and we're reaching up. Opening this back leg hip flexor a little bit more. Find some stability here. And bring the hands to heart center. And we'll just do a gentle twist to the left, or excuse me, to the right. Our right foot is forward. We're keeping the torso tall, and we're just going to turn the whole body, the upper body, toward the right. And open the arms front to back if you like. Sink into the front. Straighten and strengthen this back leg. Whew. Maybe wrap the hands around the hips. Come back forward. Stay here. Ooh, okay, try this. Lean forward about 45 degrees, and we're coming into a deeper twist here. So we're connecting the left elbow to the right hip, and twisting, spinal twist. Press into the hands, kind of right in front of the chest. The forearms are stacked, like in one line, going straight up and down. And if you like to open your arms front up and down, that's fine. I like to use the tension, pressing into the palms for the stretch, for this twist. Okay, come back forward, plant the hands in front, step back down, dog. Stay here or flow forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, and exhale, down dog. We'll meet in down dog, and then we'll sweep the left leg up to the sky. Open the hip, drop the heel. Breath here. And square off the hip, bring the left foot forward. Find your base. Move around your feet a little bit. Sweep up, high lunge. Again, the back leg is straight and strong. Of course, you're going to be bent a little bit, but the idea is to really open the back, open this hip flexor. And bring the hands to heart center and twist to the left. Stay here if you like, or open the arms front to back, or wrap them around the hips. The gaze can really go behind, and don't forget to sink into the front leg. And come forward, bring the hands to heart center, lean forward, and we're twisting to the left. Again, so you can stay high if you like, or you can connect that elbow to the thigh or near the knee of the front leg. And twist to the left. Stacking those forearms, pressing into the palms. Gaze can go up to the sky. Twisting the torso, twisting the spine. Giving our spine a little extra stretch. Come back forward, place the hands down on the mat in front, and step back to down dog. And of course, if you want to keep up the heat, come with me to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, down dog. Right leg up to the sky. Open the hip. And square off. Bring the right leg forward. And come into a high lunge again. Whew. Just for a moment. Bring the hands to the hips. And maybe not, maybe more in front. We're going to just start diving into Warrior 3 here. So we start placing the weight on the front leg, lifting the back, and the back leg. And we're making the T shape. We're hinging at the hips, making a T shape with the body. We're just diving right into Warrior 3. The hips are square to the mat. Hands can be at heart center, or you may want to reach them forward. But we're making a nice T shape with the body, really engaging the glutes of the back leg. So they're lifted, and flex the foot so you're leading the energy out of the heel in the back. Okay, hinge back up, hinge up forward, bring the left foot forward, bent at the knee, and then find your tree pose. So we open the left leg out to the side, and of course anywhere along the spectrum here you may rest the sole of the left foot, but we're trying maybe to get up to the inner thigh of this supporting leg for tree. Maybe lift up those arms. Beautiful. And bring the hands down. Bring the leg forward. Lift the left leg forward. And just hold here a moment. We're trying to engage these hip flexors. Strengthen. Maybe send that foot out front. Beautiful. And then hinge back to warrior three. Oh, one more chance here. And then gently place the back foot down and find our high lunge. Inhaling and exhale, hands down. Step back to down dog. Stay here or rest in child's pose, or come with on the little vinyasa to inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Okay, the other side. Lift the left leg, open the hip. Couple breaths. Square off the hips, bring the left foot forward between the hands. And sweep up to high lunge. Find your balance and your base. And we're going to start diving into the warrior three. If you like your hands down closer to your chest, that's fine. Or maybe just dive right in. Oop. Give it a try. Hands can come down, of course. Just try. And of course, if you prefer that back leg, still touching the back of the mat, that's fine. But we're trying to lift out of this standing leg. Warrior three. And then come forward, bring that back leg forward. Keep it lifted. Lifting in the front, bent knee. And then open the knee out to the right side and find your tree wherever you'd like to put your sole of your right foot on the inside of the left standing leg. And we're finding balance and strength and peace here. And grace. Ooh, like a graceful tree. Maybe send those arms up. And let's see, what did we do here? Oh yeah, release the leg. And if it's released on the mat, just try to lift up. Come on with us again here. Lift that front leg, the right leg straight out front. Engaging the hip flexors. So we're strengthening these hip flexors, what we're lifting our leg from the hip. Maybe send the foot out front. You want a close up of the bottom of my foot there, huh? Ooh, it is hard. Okay. And gently, waist came back to warrior three. Oh, just a breath here. And then gently bend the front leg. Gently place that back leg down and sweep up warrior one. High lunge. And hands down to the front. Step back, down dog. and stay here or go on the vinyasa. And we got, ooh. And we'll all meet in down dog. And then we'll come to plank pose. Do just a little bit of arm strengthening here since we did some leg strengthening. I'm gonna come into side plank. So you can do this on the bent, knees bent, or you can just keep them straight. Find your plank. I'm going to slowly roll onto the right hand and roll our heels toward the right. If this is all you want to do today, that is fine. But maybe lift up the left arm up to the sky. So we're stacking the arms, lifting the hips to the sky, engaging the obliques on the lower part, and maybe stacking the feet, and maybe lifting the left leg to a star position. Oh, a couple breaths, hang on. Good core work. And then roll forward to plank. And maybe take a little break. Press back down dog or a child's pose. And then we'll come back forward onto plank. And we'll go on to the left side. So again, if you would like your knee down, that is fine. Maybe sending the foot out to the left. And we'll sweep the arm, the right arm up. And keeping the body in line here. Ooh, pressing up through the left obliques, you can feel it. Oh, it's hard, but we're breathing through. Maybe lift, maybe stacking the foot, maybe lifting the right foot into star pose, or one version of a star pose. Whew. Uh-oh, I have some comments. I hope they're nice. Roll back plank and press back to down dog or child's pose. Oh, hi, Sarah. Oh, catch your breath. And bring the knees down. And we'll sit back on the heels. Hero's pose. You know what, we'll bring the feet forward. Gosh, time is getting away from me. Bring the feet forward, straight out front. For a staff pose to start. Lifting out of the spine, out of the top of the head. We'll bend the right knee, bring the right foot toward the inner thigh of the left leg. Stay here or cross that leg over to the outside of the left extended leg. And maybe tuck the left heel under the right glute. This might be, you may want to do that or not. It doesn't really matter. We're going for a little spinal twist here. So we're going to start twisting to the right. Reach that front arm way out front and really hug around the lifted knee. And the right arm comes behind. Press up. Energy is coming through the spine up to the top of the head. And the gaze goes behind. Hopefully getting a little hip stretch here too. Press up with the back arm. Find some length in the spine. And then come forward. And keep the legs here, if it's comfortable for you, and bring the arms down to the left. Both arms, can you see me? To the left, and just get a little bit of a counter twist, nice and gentle. think they call this deer pose or something like it. Come back up, send those legs out long in front, and reset. Bend the left knee, bring the left foot in toward the body, into the inside of the extended right. Oh, hello, doggy. This is my dog. He loves yoga. And then cross that left foot over to the outside of the extended right leg. Maybe tuck this right foot under the left glute. Find your tall spine. And then we'll slowly reach that right arm forward and tuck the knee right into that elbow. Left arm sweeps behind. Hand is right behind those hips. And the hips we're trying to keep both about on the mat. And then we look behind. So we really lift, use the back arm to lift the spine and open this left chest behind. And if we gaze to the back, we're getting a full spinal twist, engaging the cervical spine, the neck. One more, press up and press back. And then come forward and keep the legs here. And the arms come both to the right side. And just lean in, lean over to the right. A little counter twist, nice and gentle. What you looking for? Oh, that's a good spot for you. Release that spine. And then come forward. Bring both feet in toward the body, the soles of the feet touching. Coming into Baddha Konasana, the butterfly pose. So, trying to lead the knees down toward the earth, toward the mat. And we don't have to hold the full sole of both feet together, but we're kind of trying to open them up a little bit, like a book. But the pinky toe side of the foot, both feet are touching. So the inner arch side, we're trying to open up a little bit. And we'll find a tall spine to start. Deep breath. And then exhale, lean forward. Just getting a little more inner thigh stretch. Maybe pressing the knees down a little with the elbows. And once you find a nice stopping point here, you can drop the head to release the neck. I know, buddy, I know. I'm sure you all have your yoga buddies too. And come on up. And send those legs long. And we'll come down on the back, on your back. Roll down. Emmett, come on, buddy. Hang on, hang on. Let's cross the right leg over the left. I'm going to try to find, we're actually going to find cow face legs. Kind of. So we're just crossed the right leg over the left, but knees are bent. And then we bring both knees into the chest. So if you know what I mean by cow face when we're seated, we're usually sitting up and we're stacking the knees. But this time, we're going to try this reclined. Just bring both knees in toward the chest. The feet are out kind of toward the sides. So we're getting this outer hip stretch. And bring the feet down, cross the left leg over this time. Bring the knees in. Keep breathing. And I'm feeling a nice stretch on the outer hip of the upper leg, so my left leg. And then uncross. And let's send those legs up to the sky. The soles of the feet toward the sky. For legs up the wall pose. And as you probably know, you can put a pillow or a block under those hips. This brings us into a final inversion, which we generally try to end in our practice. So stay here, or if you would like a shoulder stand or any other inversion that you prefer, if headstand is in your practice, please do that safely. Or shoulder stand. This is very, it can be pretty intense on the back, on the back of the neck. So only if you are familiar with this as well, please do not look side to side in this. But just find a moment in a little inversion. Inversions are beneficial for a whole bunch of reasons. And one reason is that it gives us a different perspective of the world, which I think we all need to remember. And let's roll down nice and slow and find ourselves in a Shavasana. And we'll just do a quick Shavasana because I know that it's kind of hard to really relax in a Shavasana at home. So, but I still do want to give a couple minutes here. So really relax all the way down to the mat on your spine. Maybe tuck the shoulder blades together so you're opening the chest. Send those arms out to the side. And just drop them out to the side. Maybe open those legs a little bit and just let the feet flop open to the sides. And this is a time when we just surrender into the earth. Do a little body scan, release the tension. And a lot of times our tension is actually our own mental resistance causing it, rather than a physical tension. Take a deep breath and just let the breath go. And envision the energy that we created circulating all through the body, all the way up to the crown of the head, down through the shoulders and down the arms to the fingers, down the belly, legs, toes, and circulates back up to the heart. And roll onto one side. Start coming back into your space. And then slowly roll up to a seated position for just a quick little reflection. Bring the hands to heart center, right in front of the heart, prayer position, as a symbol of gratitude and connection. And think about that energy that we envisioned running through the body and up through the heart. Hopefully we've opened channels in the body to create space for compassion. Compassion to come into the body, as well as for us to be able to send it out. We are all connected. We're all connected together. We're connected to the earth. We're connected to the sky. Take this energy out and share it today and every day. Thank you again for practicing with me. Namaste. Thank you again for joining tonight. I invite you, if you have a few moments, maybe just take a minute to for a little meditation. Maybe find something online, a guided meditation, or just sit and see how it feels. After we've practiced and moved our body, we can relax and let some thoughts go a little bit easier than before. Typically, you can see if that works for you and let me know sometime. Good night. Thanks again. Hope to see you soon.